Okay, it says we are live. Yes. Now let's see here. Plug YouTube, see, make sure everything's all set. Let's see here. My channel. Oh, some ugly mug. Cool. It's all working. What's up, viewer? Hey! No cross-eye? No, not today. I was having trouble because it's like 3, 2, 1. I was trying to catch it. So, yeah. I actually I've been in the shed for a little bit now. It was raining all morning. It actually cleared up, of course. But I managed to kind of redneck a little holder on my wall here for this webcam right there. I'm trying to get it ready for that kit build I'm going to do. It's actually a pretty good angle. I might throw a 2x4 up there to pull it out a little bit. I really need a second webcam. That's really what I need. But not yet. But today I'm actually just going to try to figure out a way to hook up a way where I can just plug in to the DBXL and just charge the battery. I'm going to have to, yeah, I'm going to have to take this plug off because this is a female plug and I need to replace it with a male plug so I can use the charger, or vice versa. I might convert this to male and leave this a female plug. But I think I'm gonna have to like pop out the little fellas on the bottom and try to swap them out. I have a couple male connectors I can probably steal from. Hopefully I don't mess the prongs up too bad. But I have a backup of one of these. That's why I'm thinking about doing this instead. How is that charger plugged in for power? What do you mean? Because from the charger, it's normally a female connector to charge the batteries on here. But this Y connector I have has only one male connector and 2 female connectors. So I either have to replace one of the Y connectors with a male or replace the plug that charges the battery with a male. One of them has to be a male. Because that's the only Y connector I have right now. I got the razor blade here. I just don't know what one I want to swap out. I don't know if I want to swap out the Y connector or the charging plug. I know they have conversion adapters, but I don't have one of those. And I'm just gonna try to pop the pins off probably the Y connector, pull the wires out, and just slide them into a new housing. Which, hey, what's the worst that can happen? It just doesn't work. That's a better male connector there. Toe Cutter, what's up, man? Jitsu, RZ chef knows. Yeah, probably could. But yeah, I think that's going to be the easiest thing to do, and I really think I think it'd be easier if this was a male connector on this charging plug instead of on the here, because I can just slide it. Because my goal is, I'll get you guys in a better angle, but my goal is to have this wire poking out like over this way. I'll like probably cut with my Dremel just so I can slide the charger in. So when it's all closed up, I can literally just slide it in and charge it instead of I have to take off the battery box top to do this right now. So top tax is work. Yeah, makes sense. I can see that. So let me. I think I'm going. I have to mess with this first. So I think I'm going to get the DBXL out of the way for a second. I found out some good news. I'm not going to tell you guys, but I've been actually talking to a couple people back and forth most of the day today through Messenger. One is Gus, Gus's Custom Creations, but there's another guy. You guys should follow him, Sergeant J RC. But we have something in the works, I think. But that's it. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to ruin it. But yeah, I'm super pumped. So hopefully that all goes to plan. But yeah, that's what I've been doing most of the morning because it's been raining all morning, and then it's ended up getting nice out when I decided to do this. And it was like, nope, you're not going to run because you already decided to do this. So hopefully I can pop these out without cutting my finger off. Yep. Sorry, guys. See those little pins? I need to try to push through, and I don't have a pin pusher or whatever they're called. CSLRC, what's up? How you doing? It's gonna suck when I cut my finger on here because I use knives all day, but I'm gonna mess with an RC collar and probably cut my finger. So there's just like little tabs that hold these in. I don't want to break the tab, but I gotta push it up just enough. I wonder, I don't have anything that small. If I had a pin, maybe that'll work, but I don't have a pin. So we're gonna try our damnedest to do this. I don't care if I break these pins because this wire isn't important to me. Do I have something? Oh, actually, I have jeweler screwdrivers right here. Let's see what I miss. Yeah, the weather has been horrible these past few days. It's like hit or miss, man. Waiting on my daughter's school to end. All right. Yeah, like I want to go out and run today, but it's literally been crappy until I started doing this. I like set up the live, and then the sun came out, and I managed. I think I figured out a way to mount my webcam for that kit I got. So that should be pretty cool. Just a little. This is the red one. It's like just right there. I just don't want to snap this pin. I mean this clip. Oh, I think I got it. Here we go. Got it, guys. Pick tool. Yeah, I don't have one. I kind of just use what I got. So that's one. So you just gotta remember the red is second to bottom from the tab, and then this one. I just think it's stupid that they didn't come with an option to just like plug it in and play. You'd have to pull the battery out or the battery cover off every time you want to charge it, which is a pain in the butt. Well, not a pain in the butt, but like, why not just make it easy, you know? So now we're gonna try to redneck it together. Gotta give it hell. Oh, so close. if I can pull this up and pull the wire at the same time, and I don't have my helping hands out in the shed. There we go, I got it. Cool. Oh, almost had it. Son of a... Here we go, got it. Cool. So the wires are out. I'm going to put those off to the side because you never know when I might need them. And I didn't mess up these tabs on the bottom, so that's a plus. Ordered your picks 2 days ago? Yeah. I need to get those, but there's some other stuff going on right now. I'm going to take care of first. So now, unplug this. So yeah, so the problem with this Y connector is it's only one male and 2 females. I need 2 males and a female. So hopefully I don't mess this up. This is more important than the other one. So I think this is my only one of these connectors. So got to be careful. I have a build on my mind. Yeah, did you not see my unboxing? CSL. I got my Truckee kit. I have an unboxing video up on my channel. So I got some other things I need to do first before I pretty much get anything else. I'm going to get everything I need for that kit so I can start that kit. I think I figured out what I'm going to do with the body for it. This male connector, I don't care if it breaks, so actually I'm going to just at least try to pry these prongs up, or not prongs, but the plastic holders down that hold the wire in, because it doesn't matter if they snap. It has no tip. Man, I really need picks. You seen it? Yeah. So yeah, that's where all the RC funds are going right now, is that kit. There's one. I'm feeling these actually might be longer than the male ones, so we might have to trim them, I think, and see if this still works. This ground doesn't matter because there's only 2 wires for the battery. Cool. There they are. Got them out. I look forward to it too, CSO. Like I said earlier, I did hang something on the wall to help hold this webcam, like down while I'm working on it for the live, and then I'm going to do video for the channel too. Trying to take some pointers from CCXRC the way he does it. So I believe I said the red one was second to last. Oh yeah, they're too long. So I just trim those down. See how far that sticks up? So I have a feeling if I just cut those, they should work, I think, because I don't think, unless, oh, did I screw this up? Where's the, oh no, they have to, I'm an idiot. They are different because these are pins, obviously. Oh, I screwed up, I think. Where is, yeah, because these have to be a hole. Son of a... Yeah. I didn't even think of that. I'm an idiot because this needs to be a hole so the pins from this side can go in here. Where do I have? Let me see this. Yeah, because that's how those work, like that. So I need these wires. I can always put the black thing back on there. So I don't think I could do this unless I take this one apart, take these connectors off, open them up, put the wires on here, and use these connectors, which actually I might do because this is an old one anyway. So this is all trial and error, guys. I didn't even think of that. I'm an idiot. One's a male and one's a female for a reason. So yeah, I think I can even try to just do a little dab of solder on there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to open those up and crimp this wire back on. You really shouldn't reuse this kind of stuff, guys. You should buy new. But, you know, worth a shot. Have I been watching videos? Honestly, I haven't watched many videos recently. Look, I just watched a couple. I just cut up on Jessica YouTube this morning. And then I watched Earl. And then literally I was talking to a couple guys like all morning. So I haven't really had a chance. So I wonder if I can theoretically, like I said, guys, don't do this. Like, don't be stupid like me and try to reuse stuff. Just, these are cheap. Just buy new ones. Because these are like crimped on, and once they're crimped, you really can't reuse them. Actually, I think I actually might have these connectors. 1 second. Where is my... I think I do have these connectors. I think in this box here, I think I actually have a couple of them. I don't know if they're male or female, though. Oh, well. Well, silicone oil leaked all through here. That's beautiful. It's a razor blade. Thumbs cut my finger. I know I have these connectors. Where they're at is another story. Well, they aren't in there. 1 sec, guys. Your 5T motor blew up yesterday. Oh man, that's crappy. Hope she can appreciate the hobbies here or something. Sorry, Chef, it was Redbeard. The only before the new one did today actually might have been too squirrely. How'd you blow up your motor on your 5T? I know. I think I do have these connectors somewhere, guys. I have to find them. Give me a sec. I have to go through all these drawers because for some reason, it just hit me that when I was putting stuff away, I see like a whole bag of them. And I was like, oh crap, that's going to be convenient someday. And today might be that day. And I probably put them somewhere where I want to lose them, and I'm never going to find them until I order these connectors, and then I'll find them. These are all screwed. Save those screens. Where the hell? I know I see a whole bunch of them. Oh. Oh, close. These are the wrong kind of connector. No, these are way too big. Crap. See, I have them on a bigger scale. See how big they are? I thought I had the small ones too, though. We might be SOL, guys. Unless I can figure out a way to make these work. But they are crimped. And like I said, you shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be trying to reuse electronic stuff. Doing a straight run head around pop. Now the piston sees. Oh man, that's not good, man. That's so crappy. I'm sorry. I kind of want to try to. Man, I wish I thought. I'm an idiot. I can't believe I didn't even think of that. Although, let me see. Because this. No, I thought that maybe that would feed into itself. So. Yeah, I don't think I can do this. I don't want to destroy it. I can always just solder a connector on. Because I got one over here. I can just strip the wire back, cut these. I might have shrink tube this small. I think I do. I could shrink tube it and make it work that way. Maybe we'll try that. Because I really want to have this just plug and play to charge. And I obviously don't have the right stuff to make it work. So maybe a little bit of solder. Cut these connectors off. Yeah. What's the worst going to happen? I break it? Let's see. Probably going to do an electric conversion. Oh man, don't sacrifice it like that. It's like sacrilege. Yeah, no, honestly, they're not designed to be reused at all. Like the way they crimp on and stuff, like you shouldn't reuse these at all. But I don't have the right stuff to do it. I don't feel like ordering it. So we're gonna try to make it work with what I got. I am not the best solder guy on the planet either, so this is gonna be interesting. I might light my DBXL on fire. Get these separated. These are such tiny wires too. I think I have wire strippers in here. Let's see. Push up. Let's see. Hey guys, feel free to hit that like button. It's much appreciated. If not, I understand, because I'm doing some questionable things right now. So, but honestly, this is how I do most of my stuff. Kind of like use what I got and hope it works. This is me. How's everybody's day going though? How's everybody? Does a 20 QB servo use more power than a regular servo? I know. If you look at the specs on certain servos, they'll tell you at like at 6 volts it does this much torque and this much power, this much speed, and then at like 7.2 volts it's so like you'd have to look. Let me see. Do I have shrink tube this small in here? If not, I might have to run in my basement real quick. I have a whole drawer of shrink tube in there. Strip these wires on here. For your electric conversion, if you do that sacrilegious stuff on your 5T, what setup are you gonna go with? I really don't need this wire. I think we're gonna hook it up anyway, just because. He's stripping these little wires, man. I can barely feel them in my fingers. Pulled over that like, well, I appreciate it, man. Don't get out of your way though. You don't have to do all that. At least you pulled over and did it. You did it safely. Yeah, I think we got some big things coming to the channel with that kit, man. I'm pumped. It's gonna be a little bit before we start it, but it will be badassery. Badassery. Give me a couple minutes, guys. I just gotta. Why is this all crooked? I just gotta run to my basement real quick and see if I can grab some. What's it called? Grab some small shrink tube. Be right back. Sorry, guys. So I actually found a couple things out there. Let's get back down. I found these where you can just slide the wires in and crimp, but I don't really like these. You could probably use them. They look like the right gauge. But I did find really tiny shrink tube. I didn't think I had something this small, but I did. Super convenient, and it's the right size too. Had to go through like 2 toolboxes to find it because I have like way bigger shrink tube and like medium, but this small stuff really don't have a lot of it. But yeah, super convenient. That's why I keep everything. Let's see what's going on. Lord, hit the like button. Basement, what's that? California doesn't have those. Yeah, you can't have those in California. I am so surprised I had this small shrink tubing though. It's the right size too. Like I said, guys, don't do what I do. Like, don't try to reuse this kind of stuff. This is actually a little too long. Just spend like the $2 it takes to get new ones, or just a whole new connector. I just have all this stuff laying around, and I just kind of my whole life really, I just kind of use what I have and just try to make it work. Cool. How are you doing, Earl? Yeah, Florida not having me there. What's up, Game Changer? How you doing? I appreciate it. Too many earthquakes. Yeah. It rains, it floods. Yeah. Um, if you guys are just joining, we are working on the DBXL two-stroke. I'm trying to rig up a um, battery charging connector because I don't want to take off the top to get to the battery to charge it all the time. And I had a Y connector laying around, but it had 2 females and 1 male, and they need 2 males and 1 female. I did something stupid and then realized, like, oh, wait, there's a male and a female for a reason. So that didn't pan out, and you can't really reuse these connectors. Once they're crimped, they're done. So I had an old male connector laying around, wire. So I think I'm going to just solder these together, shrink tube them, and it should work. Don't judge my soldering too much, because I am not a solder guy. But should be good enough to for government work. You know what I mean? Get my solder out. Plug her in. Just let the solder gun heat up. So how's everybody doing? What's everybody up to today? I'm good at work, taking a lunch break. Nice. Yeah, that's basically how I solder. Like, I have friends that like solder computer boards and stuff. They're really good. They judge me hard, but they do it for a living. I don't. Yep, that's the goal, man. Game changer. I definitely want to get a set of your what is it? Your um, breast cancer awareness fans. I was gonna order them today, but I got sidetracked talking to a couple of guys. We have some things in the works coming up relatively soon-ish, but that I'm super excited for. God, I hate these little wires, man. I can't feel them with my calloused up hands. It sucks. Pink Panthers fan. I like them, man. I'm the kind of guy who wears a pink shirt, I don't care. Hawaiian shirts, all that stuff. I don't care. Who am I trying to impress, You don't like me? Don't look at me. All right, so I got this twisted together pretty decently. Um, how am I going to prop this up without melting? So this mat is pretty good, but I have melted it here with a heat gun. If you can see this, whoop, and then I did melt it somewhere on here with the solder gun. What I'm going to do actually, TLR makes a mat, like a pit mat, that's 5.5 feet long and 22 inches wide. I don't know what that is in like British tea glasses and Canadian maple leaves, but it's 5.5 feet long, 22 inches wide. Um, and then I think I'm going to actually just cut this off here and use this from holding my screws and stuff off to the side, like over here, and just have that whole mat for when I'm doing that kit. So it's nice and clean. You got your capper back together with a jigsaw. Yeah, that's the main thing that kind of bothers me with that. It's kind of a bear to work on. Like you literally have to take the whole cage off and it just flops out. You just have all this stuff everywhere. All right, game changer, I definitely will. Let me copy that before it disappears, and then I'll shoot an email after this live. Email that copy. Sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna put this over here so I don't lose it. One sec, guys. Paste. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'll definitely shoot you an email. 1080p wing. Release 777 servo during shadows. Man, uh, it's a hell of a servo. You're home? Good, I'm glad. Well, I'm leaving it stock. I'm actually going to, I'm actually putting a reef servo in that kit for steering. And honestly, I know it's going to be overkill, but I might get the same servo for throttle and brake. Because the other one I was looking at for throttle and brake was more expensive and had lower specs because it was a Spectrum servo. So I was like, if we're going to do that, I might as well just run two of the reefs, like one for steering and one for throttle and brake. Yeah, it's going to be overkill, but that's kind of the point of this kit. You know what I mean? I want to make it overkill. Where is my solder? Man, this is big gauge solder for this little wire too. I have to find the sweet spot on my solder gun or my soldering iron because only one spot really gets hot and it's completely tinned and I cleaned it. It just doesn't like to stay hot. There it is. Like I shouldn't have had to do this so long to try to tin this wire because it's such a small gauge. It literally takes that long for some of this to like actually heat up. I really need a better one. Like I said, I replaced that tip. I tinned it, but it should not take that long to do that little wire. It should literally be like, zoop, done. Overkill, convenient, reliability. Yeah, and honestly, you get what you pay for. In most cases, I should say. Make sure there's no like jagged edges on this thing, so it doesn't short out on me. I've done that before. I've had like the littlest piece of wire sticking out once, and it touched the littlest other piece, and it shorted out. But yeah, I am not the guy to ask how to solder. I'll tell you that right now. I am not no pro, and it doesn't help that my gun or my iron kind of sucks. So, oh no! Please hold. My heat was a little too close to the shrink tube. So hold on, guys, 1 sec. I've done this before. It's like the top part of my iron is hotter than my tip, which is weird. I don't know what's going on with that thing. All right, so there is a small piece of the shrink tubing that did shrink a little. So I'm just cutting around it real quick with these little scissors. And I'm going to cut that off so I can slide the shrink tube down. Story of my life right now. Where is, I have a better razor blade. I knew where it is. Ah, here it is. I need to get some heat into my electric motor. One person sitting motor running too cold. Yeah, exactly. You can't hold it back. Literally push your finger away from it. Yeah. There's the fans are sweet. Yeah, you guys, you know who's killing it right now? Is Jessica, man. Her I caught up with her videos. Her transitions to stuff are awesome. She destroys me in that stuff. I'm no means an expert by any means, not even close, but she's doing really good. If you guys don't know who she is, look her up. She's a badass, man. Her review on those Game Changer fans are pretty cool too. Just trying to cut this so gingerly so I don't nick the wire underneath. There we go. Doesn't help that this is like the smallest wire on the planet. There we go. Got it. All right. There we go. Shrink tube on. Avoided that without completely destroying it. You guys might cringe when I do this, but this is what I'm going to do just to get this on there. Yeah, this soldering iron is like super old too, like at least 30 years old. Not super, but like, you know what I mean. Cool, that's one down. Make sure I really don't want to shrink wrap those by accident again. Let me see, try to keep this as organized as I can. This one can go here, like this. I'm just so surprised I had this little shrink wrap, shrink tube, or whatever you want to call it, shrinky dink. Yeah, I agree, Earl. I can be crude at times, but I'm used to hang out with you guys. You know who's pretty cool? I actually just started recently watching. He's all about the nitro. Woogie RC, Woogie Nitro, I think his name is. He has some pretty cool kit builds. Just because I was doing research on the kit I picked up and he popped up. Seems like a good dude. Why can't I twist you together? God, I hate these little wires, man. Like, I literally can't feel them. Like, when I do that, I can't feel the wire in my fingers. Go together. There we go. Just kind of pinching hard and twisting and hoping they're going together, and it seems like it worked. Just like the tips of my fingers are like numb from like years of grabbing hot stuff, cutting them, like all that stuff. Grab a sip of water real quick. Big Papa Paul is a real guy too. Yeah. Like I said, like pretty much everybody I've met doing this so far is super nice, super cool. Every once in a while, we'll get a nut for sure. Yeah. Shade Trade Bars. That's a good channel. I wonder what happened to the guy that ran from the cops with the drone. I don't even know who that is. But I can't complain, man. I like every once in a while you run into a troll, but like stuff like that don't bother me. I'm an adult, like and we're playing with toys. At the end of the day, yeah, they're hobby grade, like they're not cheap or whatever, but like they're toys. Some people just get so serious with it. Like I understand, like people get passionate about it. That's a good thing, but like you can go like there's a fine line. Like some people are just super cocky too. Like there's a fine line of confidence and cocky, and some people are just cocky. So I just ignore them, delete comments, and that's it. You don't like it, oh well. Because honestly, I do this for fun. Like literally, the people I met doing this, I consider friends now. Like the whole RC Guy Garage crew, like all us mods. I talk to them more than most of my friends now. Like we literally message every day. Okay, that's gonna shrink that guy. Just clean this up just a smidge. Again, guys, I am not a solder guy. All right. He was on the freeway. Oh man. He probably in jail. I enjoy someone named Earl Moorhead, RC Guy Garage, and Chef. Yeah, they're all right. She trying no. It's not a toy. Yeah. So this tubing is like just the right size. So like if the solder's sticking up just a smidge, it destroys. It won't go over. So hold on one sec, guys. I don't know what your angle looks like, but I gotta try to get this on here. There we go. It's literally just the right size tubing I had laying around. It's actually a little bit too small. There we go. Doesn't help that I really don't have fingernails either. I chew them. Cool. What did I miss? The scale guys are the worst. Yeah, some people just like ruin it for the rest of us. It's true with anything really though. like whatever hobby you're in, there's always like that, like a select few, like even that aren't the majority, that literally just give everybody else a bad name. Like some of my other hobbies have that issue. It's just a select few can ruin it for the whole group, make us all look like jerks. It's the same thing. Like if you're into skateboarding and stuff, obviously I'm not a skateboarder, but like there's a certain amount of people that like just go out of the way to be jerks, and then they just ruin it for everybody else. Are actually good dudes or ladies. How many surfboards you put on? It's like a toy truck. It's a real scale RC. When people say mine are toys, I stick my finger. It's right. Yeah, but they are just toys. And the cool thing is, everybody has their own way of doing things. You know, you can learn some things. You can learn some things not to do. Like if you watch me, like all kinds of stuff. So, hate these wires. That's showing how much startle it has. There we go. Hey. Cool. I wish you guys could see that because it actually looks like a little pattern. They swirl together. It's nice. Okay. Last one. Gotta find the hot spot. Oh no. Are we back? Buffering. Yeah. Show chat. There we go. I think we're back, right? With my fingers, yeah. Yeah, it's driving me nuts. I think I'm going to start doing just their StreamYard because I think you can change your bit rate for the live stream, and I don't know how to do it just through the YouTube app on your PC. I can't find the bitrate option to change that because once I change the bitrate, it should not do that anymore. It's just I don't know how to do that on just the YouTube app. I looked before I started this, but I was also thinking about doing my lives through OBS, which is like a software, and I can adjust the bitrate that way too, and I can actually have stuff pop up on screen and stuff because I used to do it when I streamed on Twitch. So maybe I'll set up like an OBS and have like overlays, and like when someone says something funny or whatever, I can have like something pop up on screen. Because I used to have that for Twitch, so I can set it up for here through YouTube, and I think I'll have more options that way too for like bitrate and stuff. Let's take that little piece of shrink tube. All right, so theoretically, this should work now, and hopefully there's no fire. I'm just surprised I had that little. Let me move you guys back. That little shrink tube is literally like my last little piece in my toolbox downstairs, in one of the toolboxes downstairs. Move this razor blade so I can cut my fingers. So here, just trying to organize at the same time. I try to keep it organized while I work, but you guys know as well as I do, it doesn't always work out that way. Get this out of here. This is from Radio Shack. It says Radio Shack right on it, if you guys remember Radio Shack. These connectors are actually still good, so I'm going to put these here. This out of the way. This is let down to the head like needed. Wire strip it back. Alright, so here's the DBXL 2-strip. Alright, so now the whole purpose of this thing was to not have to, let me see if I can get you guys up here, was to not have to take this battery top off to charge this battery. So now with this connector, I should be able to plug it in here, plug this in, and then have this male side hooking out, like over here. Sorry, it's a little dark in there, but like cut the box and try to like glue it in here or whatever, and have it so I can just push the male connector in there and charge it with the cap on. That's the goal, at least. But we'll see. At least we got this stuff soldered together, and then I'm going to try to get you guys. If I can have this way, it's a little better. Let me just make sure I can still turn the truck on with this. And then this goes here. Cool. Let's turn the truck on. Should hear it. Kill switch is working. Brakes should be on. Oh no, it just turns it to neutral. And then where's my noble? It should all work. Like that wire being there shouldn't mess anything up. But I just want to be safe and sorry, you know. Let me switch to DBXL. Good. Solid green should be ready to go. Yep. And then kill switch. Cool. Cool. That's all set up. Alright, so now the real test is if I plug a charger into this, will it actually work? Let's see, what did I miss? Buffer there for a minute, I've seen that. That's me tortured. Jump about like a blind squirrel. Just honking things. Since you pull the trigger and hope it lands. Yeah, pretty much. Just send it. It goes up on the neighbor's lawns. Yeah, sometimes you got to be careful with that. Look, it's a little dirt bike. He's throwing up there. Yeah, honestly, this Barlow pipe makes it sound like a little dirt bike. Thing's awesome. Used to live in Radio Shack back in the day. Still have some of their speakers. Chef Nitro. I still have old Pioneers, Panasonic Turbo. Yeah, I actually have really old Bose ones up in the house. I actually have a couple old receivers and stereo equipment inside. Let's see. If she'll charge. We have a charger. I don't have a good charger out here. I just have a track this one, but it'll work. And honestly, for a Traxxas charger, this is before they went to their like super annoying like no bounce collector leads. This little charger actually isn't too bad. It's good for like this stuff. I have the one RC guy has for like the lipos and stuff, but I use this for like nickel hot drive or like if I have one spare battery it needs a charge. So the wires are going the right way. So nickel metal hydride. What is this? 1700. Yeah. Nickel metal hydride. Yeah. Says it's charging, guys. Look at that. Yep. Yep. Get that. Okay. Okay. Try to get some of that. There you go. Yeah, it's charging. Says the volts, all that. Beautiful. So, first part of the mission is accomplished. Now I got to figure out how I can mount this in there without messing it up and being able to plug it in at the same time. Honestly, I'm really debating just having the wire hang out just a little. Sorry, guys. Having it just whoop out and I just pick it up, plug it in. I think that would be the easiest. Cut a little nick in this box and just have it just chilling right there. Oh God, almost fell. I wasn't even drinking teas today. So old Pioneers, I've seen that. I've been watching a lot of gas RC vids lately. Been thinking about grabbing one, but I'm afraid I would start sending it over Jones and don't think any of them will are made. You'd be surprised, dude. Some of those are really tough. It doesn't seem like air control is much of a thing. Yeah, air control is a little different. That's why I want four-wheel drive, especially in the two-wheel drive ones. You're not controlling anything. This you have a little bit, but they're fun, dude. If you have the budget for them, they actually have pretty good priced ones too. You like good entry level stuff. That's like this is like more entry level. This isn't like super high end or anything, but with the upgrades and stuff on it, it definitely raised it up. But I think if you're interested, get yourself a cheaper one. Don't go like super cheap though. And then just see, which goes worse. Chef will buy it for me for $100. Where I know I have a sending thing for my drone. Little drone. Because I think I'm just going to have the wire hang out a little. That's it. It's a little battery operated Dremel. It's obviously not as powerful as the ones you what's it called, plug in, but it's definitely cool for like little things like this for the RC. The Raminator is awesome, but I don't think that should be your first one. Do you have fifth scales at all, even an electric, or? Because that's a lot of truck to be your first like big entry for two-stroke. Even guys that run two-strokes, they're like it's a whole different kind of animal to control. I think I'm just gonna go with that and see if that works. Just talking about it, yeah. I would love to get one eventually. Like the goal is to get something with property, like land, and then like build a course in like a bash area, and then Raminator. So hopefully this should work. So the goal is, let's get you guys. So if you guys can see-ish, yeah, it's a little dark in here, but because of the pipe. But I think I'm just gonna have it right here, and then that way, might have it come out just a little bit more, and that way I can just plug it in. It's far enough from the exhaust; it's not gonna bother anything. And yeah, if I wanted to, I could probably mount it there, sink it down a little bit, and maybe glue it. But I have a feeling that glue would give way after a while, so The Redcat what's Mets has it. It's the Redcat Rampage. I think it's like $800. That thing's a beast, dude. That's a really nice truck out of the box. What's it called? There's another company. They make Roven. Roven makes some pretty decent priced ones. And they go like up from there. But I got this on. This is the DBXL two-stroke, obviously. Out of the box, it's pretty good. It's 900, I think. But then I upgrade the pipe because it really livens up the motor. It is only 23 cc, so for about the same price, you can get something with a bigger motor, like the Redcat Rampage. But they're not in stock anywhere. I hope they don't discontinue them. I don't know how I'm gonna get in here without. But because they're a pretty decent price too. So like I said, it's not super powerful, but this little Dremel comes in handy. I've cut metal with it and stuff with the disc. It's a cool little Dremel. Like, that's top speed. But it's definitely handy because you don't have to worry about the wire and stuff. You can get into places. But that should be actually pretty good. It shouldn't. I might hit it just a little bit more. I still think I might do a little dab of glue here on the wires themselves, just to keep them from pulling out completely. But I want to make it so I can still kind of grab it at the same time, so it's not a bear to try to plug in. So let me grind it down just a little bit more. This should be good. Hold on, guys, 1 second.
I apologize.
You guys hear me? Yeah, I turned out the light. Sorry, guys. Blind. Yeah, we're good now. I think we're back, and I'm pretty sure you guys can hear me. But all right, so cool. I think that's gonna be good. Where is my? Oh, obviously right here. Like I told you guys before, if you guys get this truck, no matter what two-stroke you get, I highly recommend. I think it's like you have to get one. Get a kill switch. I got the Killer B kill switch. I got the one with the speaker and the light. So if I turn this on, since there's no, see if you guys can hear it. There's a beep, and there's a light indicator, and it goes right to neutral, the throttle. So like if you have a runaway or whatever, if you lose connection, it stops. And I have a kill switch set up on my controller that I can just hit and it turns the truck off, and it kills the spark. It interrupts the spark, so like it's a legit kill. Like it kills the motor completely. But if you get this, I recommend getting a Killer RC tops because they are higher on the receiver side and here, because I had the receiver in here, the speaker in here, and I did not have enough room. Well, I probably did, but I would have really had to jam this light in there to make it come through the receiver box. So I ran it through where the wires come through for the battery to go in the receiver, and put the light here, so I can still take it up out of the way, but it's attached to the truck still. But yeah, that's why I did it there, because it was just way too tight in that receiver box, even with the extended tops. So that's just something to keep in mind. I think some of the electrics have built-in switch kills. Like I think when I think I tested it on the Outcast. Like when I turned off my remote, I think it just stopped. Like my Revo automatically has one too, I think. So if this goes here like this, there's this top up. Have this come out like that far, because even if this goes up, it's not going to touch the exhaust. It's going to be nice and flat. So this shouldn't. I'm just trying to put this on here real quick. Yeah, that should be perfect. All right, so let me get my Gorilla Glue. Sorry, guys. Got my Gorilla Glue. What, you had a runaway? Yeah, I don't like with this. This had that Spectrum, and I think it's the one that Guy has in one of his, and Fog City RC had a runaway with that type of transmitter. And once I heard that, I was like, yeah, it's going noble in this. Like, there's no way I'm gonna have a 30+ pound truck just take off. Just gonna hold this here for a little bit, let this get a little dry. Yeah, broke the shock tower and arm. Man, you would think they would have something like that built in. I could have swore it did. It's gonna be a little bit, guys. I gotta hold this so it gets a little tacky at least. Holds it still. Yours have never gone on the range. Yeah, I just put mine on the Noble because I like the Noble, and I want as many of them as I can on there. There's a couple I want to leave stock so my buddies can drive too, but honestly, I think I don't have any right now. I might put the Revo back to stock, just so someone can run it when they want to, and then I'll put the stock receiver back in there and take that receiver and put it in the kit. Mine is never gonna. Yeah. I don't think I've ever had. I was running my brother-in-law's T-Max back in the day, and that lost connection and just took off. Slammed into a fence. And it wasn't even far away. It was just like transmitter just lost connection. But it was old school. It was like the old AM radios with those like 4-foot antennas. I'd like to put a piece of tape on here just to hold it while I do other things. I think my tape's in my toolbox. Hold on, guys. What's in my toolbox? Oh, right in front of my face. Because I know with the stock Savage receiver, if you turned off the transmitter, it automatically applied the brake on the Savage 4.6 Nitro. Because as soon as you would turn off that transmitter, the brake automatically went on. Just temporarily put this tape on here to hold this down so I don't have to. Should be good. And then this stuff, I think I'm going to just put a little piece of tape to hold them flat. Oh, just push the wire up. Okay. Hello, Mr. Alden? Sorry, I'm horrible reading. What is a good nitro car / truck to start with? All I have is electric. What's your budget is the main question. It's kind of hard to say now because a lot of the people don't make nitros anymore. Redcat makes a pretty decent nitro. Although Mitchell's RC is having troubles with his. I think his clutch bell is all messed up. I'm a big fan of the Revo 3.3. Even a T-Max. It's a more monster truck. Yeah, it's a Traxxas thing or whatever. You have to deal with Traxxas stuff, but it's still a decent nitro to start with. And honestly, their braking procedure I think is really good. So I do like a hybrid. Let me back you guys up. I'll talk to you guys about braking. The main thing with nitro is break your engines in. Don't just, some guys just throw fuel in it and just rip it, and that's the worst thing you can do. Take the time and do a proper break-in. If you want to do heat cycles and then run it slow, just don't go rip it because you're gonna mess the motor up. It might not affect it immediately, but it won't hold the tune. It'll overheat randomly. It just won't run right. So what I do, I kind of do like a hybrid between HPI's break-in method and the Traxxas method. So like the Traxxas method is you run 5 tanks and then you take your first tank is with your body off and you do quarter throttle for like 3 seconds and stop. Quarter throttle, stop. Quarter throttle, stop. And you do that until the tank's almost empty. Then you cool it down. Then you fill it back up. You do the same thing. I think for the second tank, you let it cool down again. Then the third tank, it's half throttle for 5 seconds and then brake. And you do that until that tank's almost gone. And then the fourth and fifth tank, I think, yeah, it's full throttle for the fourth tank for 4 seconds and then brake. And you do that until the gas tank's almost empty. And then the fifth tank, you're allowed to let it shift in a second. The fourth one is kind of iffy. You don't want to shift in a second, but sometimes it does. It happens. And then you do it that way. And then you're good to go. And you can tune it on, like, you can start tuning it around the fourth tank. But I like the HPI method too, because the HPI method is you put it on a stand, wheels up, the idle's a little high, and you want the tires just to go slow. You don't want them to spin fast, just slow. And it's super rich, meaning like it's going to have a lot of oil in it. And you just let it idle for like 2 tanks. And then you put it on the ground and you literally just do slow figure 8s for like a whole tank. And then you can slowly do it more. It's just mostly just heat cycles. Like you got to do it right. And your nitros will last a long time. could you convert like a T-Max into a gas power? You'd have to find a really small gas motor. It's not really the size of, like, you're not going to drop like a 23cc in there or nothing. HPI used to make a Savage XL. It was called the Savage Octane, and it was a 1/8 scale monster truck, but it ran on gas, like two-stroke. It wasn't made very long. It's actually super rare, which I would like to find one. Yeah, and like the kill switches on two strokes literally just kill the spark, so the motor will not run. Yeah, Torture's right. Yep. Failsafe activity only in the event the signal is lost. If it turns failsafe will not activate. Yeah. Like the Rebo 33 has it has a low voltage sensor in it, so like if your receiver battery gets low, it literally it won't move. It'll stop. It'll literally make you not be able to drive. It literally just applies a brake. No place here to get nitro. Get it online. I'm going to switch to Bones Brew. It's called. Byron's used to be phenomenal, but they don't make it anymore. It's discontinued. But the guy built the gel that I respect a lot in the 5th scale and nitro range. He's actually saying he's designing his own nitro fuel, so I'll definitely get that when that's available. I just enjoy my e-revo handling and was thinking about a 3.3. The main thing, like I said with nitro, man, just take your time. Really, like, do your braking. Don't get frustrated, because you're gonna. It's nature of the beast in nitro. You're gonna have stalls. You're gonna have days where it doesn't want to start. It's a different kind of beast. Like it definitely takes time. I enjoy it though, and make sure to get yourself like a good temp gun like this, especially because you're new to it. I recommend if you're new to like nitro and like tuning and stuff, get yourself a temp gun, and when you're tuning, you want to tune it. Is this dead? Yeah, it's dead. When you're tuning, don't let the motor go. Yeah, those batteries are shot. Don't let it go above 230. You can go closer to 240 if you want, but I like to keep my temps around 230 just for those batteries leaked everywhere. Did that destroy my temp gun? But yeah, I don't like to get it above 230. 240 is not bad, but like Fahrenheit, I'm saying, not Celsius, but Celsius be out of control. But yeah, I recommend tuning to temp. As you get better with it, you're like, actually, because there's gonna be some motors that there's gonna be not all even in the same manufacturer, not all nitros are the same. So I have a brand new 3.3 up there. It's not even broken in. I've never run. That might actually perform better at 240 when my other one runs better at 230 temp. So like you got to feel it out. I used to have a 4-wheel drive HPI. Nice. I love the Savage 4.6 HPI. That thing's a beast. Supposedly it's still made, but like you can't find them anywhere. I don't know what's going on with HPI. You can't find parts or nothing. But yeah, that's the main thing, dude. Just make sure you break it in right and take your time with it. Don't get frustrated, because there's gonna be some days where you're just gonna want to throw it, and I've just thrown it. It was like, you're done for the day. But it's definitely a different kind of beast. It's fun though. It's definitely cool. Get a little motor and mess with it and stuff, like, or engine. It's sweet. And I recommend, like I say all the time, I recommend everybody own at least one for at least a little while, just to see what it's all about. You never know. You might like it, because a lot of guys talk down on nitro, but because, like, especially back in the day, they were not, like, they were all there was, and then some of them are so finicky and a pain, and and once the temperature changes, you got to tune them a little bit. But honestly, that HPI, I tuned like twice, and that thing still just rips. It doesn't tear. It's just wants to go. And the wheel is like a beast. So all it wants to do is wheelie. And I don't know if you know, I don't know if you've seen, I am doing a kit build, my dream kit build, the TLR Truggy kit, Nitro kit build. So if you're interested in following along, I'll be doing it live and making videos on it. Let's see, I just want to double check to make sure I didn't pinch any wires or anything. Welcome to Noble. Turn it on. Cool. It's good to go. The kill switch still works. Beeping. Good to go. And I recommend if you guys get the Killer B switch, kill switch, get the good one. It's a little more money, but it comes with the speaker that beeps, and it comes with the light, because you can just get the light. But I like having the audible sound, because sometimes you don't notice that light blinking, and you'll be pulling for days, and you're like, why is this not starting? And then you look, and the light's blinking. You're like, oh, I'm an idiot. The kill switch is on. So I just like having that audible noise too. And it's pretty easy to set up. It's not hard, and you can run it. You can run lipo with it too and stuff if you want to run your receiver and servos on Nitro. I mean, yeah, on Nitro, on lipo. But yeah, she's good to go. You guys want to hear this bark off, and maybe I can get it started. Let me know if you guys want to hear this start on live. It's gonna be extremely loud though. Just wanna let me clean up while if you guys answer me. This way. Clean it up. Yeah, start it. Just let me clean up some of this stuff. If you're wearing earbuds or a headset, just so you know, it's not going to be quiet. So. Should stop that up. Should only take a couple pulls. Choke. Kill switch is off. Kill switch. As you can tell, my dog loves it. take it out on the lawn. I would, but you guys wouldn't be able to see it because you guys are tethered to my computer right now on this webcam. You guys wouldn't be able to see it. Yeah, that's her. And like I said, it starts right up. Turn the trick on, couple pulls till you hear it fire a little bit, turn it off. 2, 3 more pulls, fires right up. Needs to be cleaned really well. Like, look at that. Ugh. How's the air cleaner look? Yeah, I need to clean the air filter. I definitely need to do some TLC on this thing. I need to clean it up. But yeah, that's the Bartolone pipe for the DBXL stock motor. I would like to put a 32cc in here. Yeah, that thing is a beast, dude. The GoPro on my head, it would just be a video then. I would just upload it. I can't live stream from my GoPro. If you'd likey. I do have a quick run video on my channel of this running on my back road here, and then I lost one of the drive pins for the drive shaft. But yeah, if I was live streaming from a GoPro, I would 100% do it, but it's literally just tethered to my computer right now. Yeah, shit, true. This thing's a beast. And just the sound and the smell, two-stroke, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like Tim Allen. Thing's a beast. I want to make a ramp strong enough to handle this when it's coming full speed, because this is like 30-something pounds with fuel in it, so it's not light. It's definitely something I don't recommend as your first like hobby grade RC. It's definitely going to take like at least one like solid RC to get used to like how they handle it, because this handle is completely different. If you've never driven something this big, it's different. Yeah, there's a couple. There's a couple upgrade videos I did on this, and then it's called like quick little DBXL run or something like that, and it says two-stroke goodness on the. It was before I knew how to put music to my videos, so it was a little crappy, but it definitely takes some good tumbles in that video. It needs a little better tune. The low end is a little sluggish. It's like and then takes off. But once I get the low end figured out, things are gonna rip. So, Mr. Allen, am I saying that right? I'm sorry if I'm not. It's like I said, I suck at that. If you did you decide that you want the Revo 3.3? I don't think you can go wrong with it. It's a solid platform. And there's so much support for them, like parts-wise and all that stuff. I recommend getting extra glow plugs, and that's it. Because it comes with everything and fuel you need. I run 20% in that. In my kit, I'm going to run 30. But yeah, I'll show you guys the box of the kit, because I think this is all set up and ready to go. I just need to. I want to really, like, maybe in the winter when it's like snowing out, we'll take the motor out and stuff and give everything a good cleaning, or like right before winter. Looks like my toe is off a little bit too. The hardest thing with this truck is getting this body on. This body is such a bear to get on. You have to like pull it out and put it on. And I would like to get different, like a clear body for this. I'll do my own little thing. But the K&N is sweet, guys. Thing's a beast. And like, I'm a big boy, so like, that's a little like size for you. Like, it's a big truck. I'm not very tall, but I'm wide, so thing's no joke. And there's I get a lot of parts and like aftermarket stuff from DDM, Dave's Discount Motors. It's pretty good site, as you can see. DDM. That's where all of it, including the pipe, came from. Except I did the metal diff cases, inner and outer, the pipe, the Noble receiver because I didn't trust the other receiver it came with. Again, if you're going two-stroke, I would recommend getting outerwears for your air filter, your shocks, and where the flywheel is and stuff. It keeps all like grass and stuff from getting in your flywheel and causing overheating problems, which I recommend doing. It's like one of the first things I ordered for it to keep junk from getting in there. But that's that. I'm glad I got that done. I'm glad you were here. You guys are here to actually like hang out with me. I enjoy talking to you guys. It was pretty cool that Earl stopped in on his lunch break. That was sweet. If you guys don't know Earl, you should definitely go check out Earl Moorhead if you guys don't know him. You guys should though. I don't know why you would know me and not him. But hopefully my temp gun is still good because those batteries like exploded in there. I forgot there was batteries in it. I try not to leave those in there. Is anybody doing anything fun? What's going on? Just trying to clean up a little. Wipe all this crap off. Yeah, that had so much dirt on it. That DBXL needs a good cleaning. Maybe that'll be alive one day. Just breaking it down, giving her a good cleaning. Put this in there. I need to know. Okay, here's where the body clips are for that. And if you're going nitro too, get yourself a good tuning screwdriver. They're not called tuning, but I just call it a tuning screwdriver. You got this. It's just a Craftsman, long, skinny, flathead. It's great for tuning. You can really get in there and like because I hate getting too close because sometimes you're burning yourself. But it's just long enough where you can do a little tweaking, and it's skinny enough where for your idle and low speed, you can get in there. Sometimes they're too wide, so this is a great little screwdriver for tuning. Works on the two-stroke too. Sergeant J, what's up, man? Popping in before I fall asleep. Long day ahead. All right, Sergeant, man. I appreciate it, man. I'll be talking to you soon. Probably going to start wrenching on the Outcast and Mojave tonight. Got the M2C shock shafts for the Outcast and M2C shock towers for the Mojave. Oh, nice, dude. The M2C shock shafts, I got those in mine. I need to run that because I plugged the center diff. I checked all the diffs. They were freaking great. M2C shock shafts. What else did I do that? I think I did something else today. I can't remember. But yeah, I definitely want to get that out there and really test out the center diff being plugged. Because the air control now should be phenomenal. But yeah, I think that's it, guys. I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. We can charge the DBXL two-stroke without having to take the battery cover off, which that's what the goal was. It took a little longer than I thought because I had to solder some wires, and I'm not the best solder guy, but it worked. She charges and doesn't light on fire, so that's a plus. No, I don't own the Max anymore. I sold that. I sold it to get the Outcast 8S. I put the Wide Max kit on it and stuff, but it was honestly one of the ones, like most of the stuff I never want to sell, like all the other stuff. But that I enjoyed. It's not a bad truck by any means. It's just more like, like I don't mind getting rid of that one. What's the difference between the black and white pieces of what? For the shafts. But I don't understand your question. . Um, I don't recall off the top of my head. If you go back to my live stream, you can probably script through it and get to that part I talked about it. Because I'm just not sure what you're talking about right now. I'm sorry. That was a pretty long live too, I think. Oh, I'll show you guys the box of the kit. Oh, she's gonna be a beast. Gonna be the truggy body. Can't wait. Can't wait. All the parts are in here. It's gonna be a cool build, guys. It's gonna be my first like legit nitro. Like, don't get me wrong, other nitros are cool, but this is like gonna be an animal for what I have planned. And I think I already decided. I don't want to tell you guys too much because I would like to sell it to be a surprise. But I figured out what I'm going to do with the body. I contacted them, and then I figured out how I'm getting the engine. And then I just need servos. There's a couple other parts I want to get for it. Like the top brace is plastic. They sell aluminum one. I would like that. I might get aluminum chassis supports just because I'm going to bash it. It's not going to be a racer. It's not going to be a shelf queen. I'm jumping it. Like, I'm going to beat the crap out of it. So, I didn't watch it live. Sorry, not sure the name of them. It's the round plastic top of the shaft with the holes to let the fluid. Oh, yeah, they're tapered on one side, I think is what you're talking about. I don't know. You'd have to check. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, all I got was the shafts. I didn't get anything else. I literally just got the shafts and reused all the other parts. Hopefully you did get, because they're listed as Creighton shafts. The shock shafts for the Outcast, they're the rear shock shaft all the way around. It's not front and rear like the Creighton. The front on the Creighton is a shorter shaft. The ones in the back are the same, are longer. But on the Outcast, they're all the same as the rear on the Outcast. So the Outcast ones uses the Creighton rear shock shafts all the way around. Oh yeah, all four rears. All right, cool. I just don't want you to take it apart and then be like, crap, I got the wrong ones. Yeah, I didn't like. That's all I did. I just reused all the stock because there was nothing wrong with it. Just the one shaft was bent, so I just reused all that. I also changed the weight of my oil. I think stock it's 40 weight, and I went to 30. Yeah, I went to 30 weight. I just want a little more plush on the bumps. And actually, now I'm talking about that, I gotta make sure I have enough diff fluid for my kit. I think I'm gonna go 60K front and rear. I want to need more of that. And then I think in the center stoppers, I'll probably do 100. We'll see though. But all right, guys. If you have no more questions or don't want to talk about anything else, I think we're gonna call it quits there. Unless you guys have something else you want to talk about or see, you let me know. But if not, I'm gonna call it quits there, and then hang out with the dog. Oh, and if you guys are going to do a kit, I recommend getting one of these too. Get yourself a good set of calipers, get digital calipers. Because when I built the capper kit, I didn't have them, and it was a pain. Because I would line them all up and be like, well, this one's shorter, this one should be an 8. You know, now I can just use the calipers. Because I have calipers in the basement, but I don't want to bring them out here. Oh, no problem, Tortured. You have any more questions, just hit me up. You can always just comment on one of my videos if you can't get a hold of me. Are you part of the Facebook group? If you are, you can send me messages there. But I'll help you wherever I can. I'm no expert when it comes to anything. But you see what I did today? I kind of just use what I have and make it work, you know. But all right, guys. Tony. Okay. Oh, all right. Cool. Yeah. Then I'm one of the mods. You should see me on there all the time. But all right, guys. It's been a pleasure. If you're new here, I appreciate you coming in, like and subscribe. I'm looking forward to that kit. It's like I said, I keep bringing it up. It's not going to happen for a little bit. I got some other stuff to get for it. But we'll probably do another live sometime soon. I'm going to get a running video out soon. But again, appreciate you guys coming in. And we got a lot of stuff done. We had some really good talks about the nitro and all that stuff. It's awesome. I'm glad more people want to get one. It's cool. They're cool. But have a good night. Again, I appreciate you guys coming in.